Let us see the advantages and disadvantages of modern methods. What is modern method? We have seen already. Micropropagation is a modern method. Its advantages and disadvantages we are going to discuss now. Advantages. Plants with the desired characters can be multiplied rapidly. So which character, best character we want in a particular plant, that character can be multiplied rapidly. Plants produced are genetically identical. Tissue culture can be carried out in any season. So the particular plant which is not available in a particular season, in that season also can be multiplied. For example, if a mango fruits are available only on the summer season, on the other seasons also, we can get mango and we can develop mango fruits through this method. Plants which do not produce viable seeds can be propagated. Some plants will not develop a proper seeds, so at the time it fails to develop a next generation. In these cases, without seeds, we can produce a plant. We can develop a next generation of plants through this method. Rare and endangered plants can be propagated. We know some special plants such as Kurunji flower and other special species which can be protected or propagated by these methods. Disease-free plants also can be produced by meristem culture, because at the meristem culture, in the meristem culture method, the meristematic cells are free from the viral infections or any infections. So when the tissues are removed from the meristem tip of the shoot system or from the root system, it will develop definitely a disease-free plant. So disease-free plants can be propagated by meristem culture. Cells can be genetically modified and transformed if we want to do any alternation in the plant cell. For example, if we want to remove a disease causing gene, for example, in tobacco or potato, a crown gall disease can be caused by a particular gene. So we can identify a gene which is responsible for producing that disease in all generation, and that particular gene can be removed. So after removing the gene, very first that cell can be grown in the artificial medium. Then it will develop a disease-free plant. From the disease-free plant, further many plants can be produced. Disadvantages: it is a labor intensive and requires skilled workers. So this method, it is a intensive care unit. In hospitals, how we are taking care in the intensive care unit about the patient. Likewise here, when the plants are grown in the laboratory condition, we should take more care about the plants, whether the plants are getting any diseases, any unwanted changes occurs in the plants, that should be watched properly. And required skilled workers, the workers who know the technique, how to grow, how to prepare the medium, what composition we should add in the medium preparation, that workers alone can follow this method. Sterile condition must be maintained, which adds to the cost. So we should maintain the aseptic condition, that is, we should not allow the contamination in the culture medium when the plants are grown in this method. So we should spend more money for this method. So it is expensive method also. So it adds to the cost, how much we are spending for this method. Since the clones are genetically identical, the entire crop is susceptible to new diseases or changes in the environment will wipe out the species. On a particular season, when we are growing this method, when we are growing a particular plant in the laboratory condition, any diseases spreads or any diseases present on the somatic cells which we selected for this method, the entire unit, the entire batch plants will get a diseases. It can be affected by a particular diseases or the environmental changes. So the entire species also can be washed out. Sometimes callus undergo genetical changes which are undesirable. What is meant by callus? When we grow a single cell or a tissue in the artificial medium very fast, mass of cells, undifferentiated cells, a group of cells will be developed in the test tube or a conical flask. That is called callus. From the callus, roots will be developed, then the shoot system will be developed through the rhizogenesis and morphogenesis processes. So in that callus, if any unwanted changes occurs, that can be passed to the new plantlet also. So it will affect the plantlet. That unwanted character may appear in the young ones also. These are the drawbacks of this modern method.